a video for you all, and it's going to be a H&M review on their makeup range that they have out. I think it's been out for quite a while now, but I got my hands on some stuff, and we have quite a lot in Basingstoke, so I managed to kind of buy some lipsticks, a powder, eyeshadow and a blusher as well. So I'm going to kind of talk you through how I got on with them and what I kind of think of them on my first impressions, kind of using them. I've been using them probably for like on and off like these last 2 weeks, and I'm really enjoying them. I'm so impressed with the quality of the actual products. I'm going to start off with their powder. I bought a matte powder, but it's a warm beige. I got it in warm beige, and it's the true matte finishing powder. I chose the matte one because I tend to like that matte setting on my face after I put on like any type of concealer or foundation, and it looked really good to me. They have such a huge range of different types of powders that you can choose from. It comes in this kind of flat kind of packaging, and it's black on the front, and it's got the little H&M logo, and then on the back it's kind of like a white with the black. The packaging is not too bad. I mean, I think it was about $7.99 for this powder. It's got a mirror inside, which is really handy, and that's what the powder kind of looks like. It's a very fine textured, creamy consistency. I'm so impressed with the texture of it and the feel of it on my skin. It just literally, it doesn't feel cakey or anything on. It's a very light powder. At the same time, it has that moisture to it with that creamy texture, but it's very light on. It kind of reminds me of the Bourjois powder in the drugstore from Superdrugs, but I can't remember which one. But I think it was the healthy one. When I swatched that, it kind of reminded me of that kind of texture. I think it was the Healthy Balance powder that they have in their range. It kind of reminds me of that kind of texture, but it's such a beautiful powder, and I really love it. I can't say anything wrong with it. It literally is kind of like an invisible powder. It sets my under eyes perfectly. I have no problems with it. It feels so light on the skin. I really love it, and I got mine in warm beige. So I mean, the packaging is kind of a little bit, I think with opening and closing, it could possibly break or anything, especially if you have it in your handbag and you're constantly doing touch-ups. It could possibly get a little bit annoying because it's just plastic. It's not the greatest of packaging, but the powder itself I'm really enjoying. Would highly recommend that if you're looking for any type of setting powder or a matte powder. They have a huge range. Yeah, so they definitely have a lot of powders to choose from. If you're not looking for more of a matte, you're looking more for a dewy type finish, then you can get there's a whole range of them. There's a whole range of powders, so I would highly recommend these. I'm really enjoying them, and I can't wait to keep using them to give you a month's overview, or even you know, a couple of months down the line, or when this is actually finished. I'm really enjoying that. And for the price, I mean, I thought it was a standard drugstore price. I don't think it's too expensive. I think it was $7.99 for the powder, and I think even in drugstore like a Bourjois one or a Max Factor one, I think the Rimmel ones are a tiny bit cheaper, but the powder itself is actually a really good powder, so I didn't really mind the price range. But if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, then this probably isn't for you. But the powder itself is actually really a great powder, no problems with that. I also picked up an eyeshadow. I picked up a matte brownie kind of eyeshadow. It's the Brown Points High Impact Eye Colour. Yeah, and it actually looks like, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. It comes in this kind of like goldy, and I'm really impressed actually with the packaging. It's not too bad, apart from it's just like a bit plasticky, but I mean, I'm not too fussed about that because the powder itself is actually a really nice powder. I will swatch it just to show you what it looks like. It's so pigmented. It's just very pigmented powder. Oh, it's probably easier. It's like a dark brown, it's like a medium toned brownie bronze colour, and I just love the colour. The pigment is actually so highly pigmented. It feels very creamy in texture, but it is a powder. It's not a cream eyeshadow, it's a powdered eyeshadow. It feels very pigmented. The colour, the way it goes on, beautiful. I thought it would be an everyday colour for me. That's why I chose this colour. There was such a huge colour range. They had so much in my H&M in Basingstoke. They had so much of a colour range. They had greens, they had light greens, they had all shades of different types of browns, mattes, shimmers. They had this really pretty camel coloured eyeshadow, which reminded me of one that I can't find anymore. It was in an outlet, and it's from the Bobbi Brown range, and it looks so beautiful, and I really wanted to buy it, and I probably will go back and actually get it. I think these again are about $5.99 for just one eyeshadow, which I suppose is the same sort of price as a drugstore one, unless you're looking at the kind of collection counter, but the quality of these, I think, kind of fit around the price range. That they're very highly pigmented, and the powders are lovely. The color range is also great. So if you're looking for something that's a great texture, a great feel, then this is definitely for you, and you don't mind paying that $5.99 for one single eyeshadow. I mean, I do think they're unique in that sense that they're soft and creamier than certain eyeshadows in the drugstore at the moment. I just love the texture of these and the way they go on, beautiful, the way they sit on the eyes. There's not really any type of fallout because I think they have that fine, soft kind of texture. I don't get any fallout with it. Nothing like that. I'm really enjoying this powder. I can't say anything too wrong with it. I mean, if it was a tiny bit cheaper, I'd probably be like a bonus, but they're not. I mean, it's so compact and easy for travel. I just have no problems with this, and I can't wait to pick up the other colour that I really got my eye on at the moment. I also picked up a blush, but there's also a huge range of blushes in there. They have powders and they have cream blushes. I picked up a cream blusher. I don't normally go for cream blushes because they don't sit well on my skin. They kind of cake up and they just don't sit well on my skin, and I feel like they're too heavy for my skin sometimes, cream blushes, and sometimes cream blushes can break me out because they're so heavily there's such a heavy texture of the ones that I have tried in the past. So I was kind of reluctant not to get a cream one, but when I swatched this one in the store, it came out really soft and blended in so well, so lightly. So I picked this up. I picked up the Dusty Rose Pure Velvet Cream Blusher. It's such a beautiful colour. Again, it comes in like this diamante, like pentagon shaped kind of case, which I think is kind of cool because I've not seen packaging like this, and it goes with the whole H&M kind of look that they have. Yeah, and it's got like this gold part on the back, which is, I thought was really cute because it's gold and everyone likes a bit of gold. It hasn't got a mirror, but I'm not too fussed about that. The actual cream blusher is actually really nice. It's like this dusty rose, kind of very, not too light, not too bright kind of pink, just a really pretty kind of rosy cheeked colour pink. Yeah, so I chose that colour. They had so many other colours even in the cream eyeshadow. I think they had another one and it was like in a brown, a deep brown kind of colour, and it also looked really nice. But again, these were $5.99, so I didn't want to buy too much. I just wanted to try them out first, and it's kind of like a creamy consistency. It's like a really creamy consistency, but as soon as I blend it out, I'm just going to get a bit more. So as soon as I blend it out, again, the feel of them are very light and not heavy at all for a cream blusher. So I don't know if you can see that, and they're just really creamy textured. As soon as I blend it out, they're just so light and they just blend out so easily. If you don't want too much colour, you can just blend that right out, and it just gives you that little bit of colour that you want, and it's not too much, and it blends so well for a creamy cream eyeshadow. For a cream blusher, it blends so well. I've not seen anything like this in the drugstore, like a cream blusher to blend this well. I've even had higher end ones that don't blend as well as this type of cream blusher. I would highly recommend this because I just love the feel of it. It's so light in texture, and so these cream blushes are so great. I would highly recommend them. I'm so glad I found something like this and that I can actually use a cream blusher, because I don't really use them because they do kind of cake on and feel heavy on the skin, but this doesn't at all. Yeah, check this out guys, because I'm really loving these. And the other things I picked up were, I've done my eyeshadow. yeah, I've talked about my eyeshadow. The other things I picked up were lipsticks. I picked up, I think, 4 of them, I think, or 5. I think I've got about 5. And they, again, have a huge range of lipsticks. They have so many lipsticks, and in one particular red, if you're looking for a red, they have so many different types of red. It's not just one particular red that they have in their range. It's huge. I have like 3 reds here, 3 different types of red, but they had more reds than this. They had at least, I think I've got 4 reds. Or are these the same? Okay, that's the same one. I didn't realise I did that. But I mean, they have such a huge colour range. They have nudes, they have reds, they have pinks, they have matte lipsticks, which I chose, they have lip glosses, they have moisture drenched lipsticks. They have so much in there to choose from, and I think some of them are probably hits and misses, but I'm really liking these lipsticks at the moment. I'm wearing, which one am I wearing? I can't remember. I think I'm wearing Red Hot 215, Red Hot, and it's kind of like, yeah, I think I'm wearing this one. They are matte, but I would say they're semi matte. They're not. I wore something underneath this, so I'm not too sure how matte this particular color actually is. But the others, when I tried them out, they come out not like completely matte. There's kind of a sheen to them. I wouldn't say they were completely matte, but if you're looking for something that's still got a bit of moisture to it and is not completely matte, then I would go for this. If you're looking for something that's completely matte, then possibly these are not for you. But these aren't as matte as I thought they would be. There is a slight sheen to them, but the color range is amazing. They have a huge color range of these, and I'm absolutely loving it. This is Red Hot in 215, and I love that. I love the colours. The colour range is amazing. I can't find these colours even in the drugstore. I mean, Rimmel probably have a great matte colour range, but for the H&M to bring out something like this with this colour range is amazing. Again, I think these are priced at around, that colour was Sugar Rush in 210. That was Sugar Rush in 210. Again, it's kind of like a really pinky kind of red, which I think is beautiful. Yeah, they have a huge colour range in there. I'll just check that out. This is Red Alert, which is quite like a brighty kind of red. I really like that. It's just that one there. I just love the reds. I would definitely repurchase these types of colours. This is in 212 Lennox Lounge. Ooh, Lennox Lounge. It's kind of like a deep kind of red, if you want to go for that deep kind of red. I love all these colours. I know they're quite autumny. I didn't really pick many spring colours, but I suppose these are the types of colours that I would go towards and reach towards, and I'm so glad I found them in that type of price range, because I don't even think the drugstore have this kind of colour range and in a matte kind of colours. I don't think they have this colour selection. So that's that colour there. I'm really loving these colours. I think they're so beautiful. And I think these lipsticks again were about $5.99, which I don't think is too bad. I think the price of them are not too bad. I mean, it's probably similar to what a matte lipstick is. A matte Rimmel lipstick is about £5, so I don't think that's too bad for the price range with the huge colour selection they have. I think the colours, this one I've shown you, Lennox Lounge, and the last one I think I have is this. Oh, I've shown you Red Alert. Have I shown you Red Alert? Yeah, I think I've shown you all of them that I have. I'm really loving that Sugar Rush. I'll show you that again, because I think I'm gonna, where is it gone? Sugar Rush. I just think such a beautiful colour, even for the summer, even for the spring. It's such a like a really vibrant kind of pink, but not too vibrant, but it's such a pretty spring colour. So they have a huge colour range. I would highly check that out if you guys are looking for any types of matte lipsticks and you're not finding a great matte lipstick in the drugstore. Possibly look at the H&M range, because they are great, and I would highly recommend all of those products that I've chosen. I'm so glad I picked out. I might even go back in there and kind of have a look around and see if they have anything else that I could possibly get great use out of, maybe something to do with the eyebrows or highlighters and things like that. They had highlighters in there, they had so many things, they had mascara, absolutely everything. So I would even check out online. I think they even have their range online. Check out if whatever they have online and see if you like anything on there, and then yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've kind of like babbled on a little bit, but yeah, I would highly recommend all the H&M products, and I'm not just saying that, I really enjoying them, and I will definitely be wearing all the lipsticks I bought, especially that they're a matte kind of sheeny finish to them, and they're not completely matte, which won't kind of dry out my lips like my other matte lipsticks kind of do. I will definitely be wearing them in the future, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see